Last week against the Swans, they were plus 38 in contested possessions. In that first quarter, minus 11. They've got to get their balance around the ball better, but they've just got to get back to hunting the footy. That's why they were so good last week.
Thanks, Lingy. Well done to the Magpies. They have...
Callan Ward held. Free kick, Callum Ward, GWS held.
Raise pick one out.
On the full now, please. Here. Time back on, thank you.
Here, Ray in charge there. Cal Ward, that is already a better looking ball to Hopper. Pops it down the line. Big pack forms down there. Well done, Langdon. Front and centre chance for Zach Langdon. And now this one's just headed towards the boundary line. Big Mason's got to deal with a couple here. What can he do? Williams has fallen over. Picked up, though, by Davis. Just the required journey. The Magpies, they have been ferocious. Tomlinson squeezes it out. Here's a chance now for Hopper. Goes short. Himmelberg's a talented player. Flicked a little one to Griffin. Maynard did well. Socket off the bound. Griffin kicks the first goal, finally, for the Giants.
They got a couple of repeat entries there, the GWS Giants, and well done to Himmelberg. He's got really good lateral movement. Got that ball off to Griffin. It wasn't clean football, but at least they had some momentum behind it.
Was it an almost inadvertent goal, that one?
Yeah.
Richo's trying to gather it, and it just came off his shin at the right time.
Well done. Nice soccer goal there for Ryan Griffin. He knows how important that is. Can that ignite some energy into this Giants group?
Grundy high. Adams went without. Rare fumble from Pendlebury and then reeled the footy back in with one hand. Hopper puts a nice tackle on, and we'll have a secondary stoppage.
But the Giants need the game to be more like this. Some repeat stoppages, a little less pace in the game. Collingwood will love it if it stays open and they can possess the football.
Taranto, a little kick forward. Green tried to go off the ground, didn't make contact. Ace did. Look at the spread of Grundy, the athleticism of this big man. Wasn't able to reel it in, but covers the ground so well. So Toby Green there attempting to make contact with the ball. Spikes just happened to be up, but I don't think there was anything untoward in any of that. Out in the wing, we'll have the ball in. Lob to the front. A couple of Magpies fall over. Hopper got it into the hands of Shield. Griffin unable to take the footy with him. Himmelberg's hands were broken up. Howe. There's Grundy again getting involved in the chain. This is a speculative job. Langdon went and got it, missed with his handball, but there are numbers suddenly around the footy for GWS. There weren't in the first term. Whitfield, end on end and wide. Toby Green tries to control the ball. Howe pretty happy to see it out.
Rory Lobb's just got to get more involved when the ball hits the ground, because Brodie Grundy, you know, will go after it. His transition running, his follow-up work's outstanding, and Lobb, who's competing well enough here, he's not careful. Brodie Grundy will have a 30 possession final and tear it apart. Here it is again, exactly what Brodie Grundy has earned an All-Australian jumper on the back of. Picked up by Pendlebury. He's finding a heap of the footy. Down the line, Nick Haynes couldn't gather it. Phil Davis just backed his way back in, almost dropped it cold. Umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt. Side bottom, an errant boot in there. Play on was a good call. Back to still side bottom. They work it through hands, and they're out here, Greenwood.
Greenwood with a little left foot ball. Meyer check just the one-hander. And then inside 50, Hoskin Elliott went to ground and couldn't control the footy in the process. Tomlinson's high one. Well done, Mason Cox. Little toe poke to Goey. Just couldn't control the footy. Cox got back onto it. Meyer check slid in. They've got some numbers back here now, the Giants. Davis to Lobb. Hopper, nicely done. Out is Himmelberg if it can sit. Langdon came at him. Himmelberg won a massive ball. They're out here. Canelio takes it about 25 from home.
That's better by the Giants. They fought hard in their defensive 50. There was nothing pretty about that passage of play. It was just hard work. something we didn't see in the first quarter. Himmelberg started well.
He's a good finals player, Himmelberg. Canelio for 2 in a row now, GWS. Should goal, and does.
So the game style now is a little bit more to the Giants' liking.
Well, they've got the numbers right around the footy. First quarter, there was 3 or 4 to 1.
They couldn't hold Collingwood up at all in that first quarter. But to come out 14 contested possessions to 5, they're just winning the ball. They simply didn't do that in the first quarter.
He's a class act, Steve Canelio, and a little pocket of orange finally have something to get excited about. Richo and Ling, you've been on about contested possession, and the Giants have turned it around in this second quarter. Starting to win it at the coalface, and in they go again. Hopper
On the ball, dragged it in. GWS.
Ray gets involved, so another forward 50 entry coming up for the Giants. Hopper, long one down the line. Maynard through his hands. They have numbers back there. They really have had their defensive structure working well. Side bottom short one finds Main.
Down 3 metres. Hold there, please.
So Main across half-back, but suddenly the sizzling ball movement not there for the Maggies.
Yeah, this is the big difference. They've slowed them down.
Play on, play on.
Now they can get set behind the ball.
Box to provide. Look at the body work from... Oh, no.
Come on.
Hold.
I reckon that was good body use then. You're allowed to have some sort of body use in a marking contest.
Pretty well out of the men in yellow tonight, the Magpies so far. Ball forward. That's a nice mark. Taken by Hoskin Elliott. He goes to a dangerous spot and tries to find a dangerous player in Stevenson. Deledio, Canelio.
Free after disposal. Matt, your kick here.
Come back. And it's Buntine who's going to end up with the ball. It was Canelio who won the free. Not an enormous amount in that either, has to be said. They come across the face. Haynes. Jeez, this ball's got to work. Kicks to a 1 on about 5. It goes Collingwood's way.
He's hurt his
side bottom.
Hurt his shoulder here, Phil Davis.
His teammate asked a lot of him. Treloar takes the mark and wants to have a ping. Hoskin Elliott, does he hang on? No. Play on the call. Stevenson went and got it. Wants his left side. Gets his left side. Hasn't got the trip. Main out of the air. Eventually a behind.
You called it straight away, Richo. Phil Davis there in that marking contest just hurt that shoulder and headed straight to the bench, and he's gone down the race. That would be a huge blow. Such an important player and such an important leader for this Giants team.
We'll follow that with interest. Again, they kick it to 2-on-1s out of their defence. Maynard, he has had the big job on Toby Green. He's right on top. Good ball inboard. Ace handled the oncoming heat with no real problems. Mason Cox was initially the target. Oh, Hoskin Elliott from behind launched at the footy. They've upped their rating here, the Magpies. Williams, little one to Lockie Keith. Ball smothered nicely down there. Phillips back to Hoskin Elliott. Ricocheted off the hands of Keith. Now over the top. Taranto tracks back. Try to create a path initially for Haynes, and there are the two coaches. What about the tension?
Ball in. Grundy down. Adams unable to really get any purchase on that. It was touched anyway. Waters always focuses on the ball. Shield, high and wide. Green, did he have a hold of Maynard? No free. Deledio so clean, front and centre. Tomlinson. Canelio went and found it. The look-away handball worked to De Boer. Now the cavalry arrive for Collingwood. Goldstein gone, holding the ball.
It's more like a final, though, this second quarter. It's much harder to move the ball. It's harder to get uncontested ball.
De Boer short to Hopper. Hopper long! Jeremy Howe! time and time again.
Such a highlight in our game. He has, on over 30 occasions, won the Mark of the Round nomination. He is elite at it. Big Mason's got the footy here.
Mason Cox.
Have a look at Jeremy Howe. It's effortless.
Kick, played out of zone.
Just does it so regularly. 33 times nominated for Mark of the Round. Here is Phillips. Grundy in good shape. Front centre ball to be won. Kicked out of the hands of Varco. Tracking the boundary line, and on the southern stand wing side, we'll have it thrown back in.
Jacob Hopper's the man that has ignited the Giants around the football this quarter. He's had 6 disposals. He's got them going.
Centre wing outer side ball in. Grundy just controlling that. Down to Phillips. Kicked straight into the man ahead of him. Canelio out of the air. And surely can't be deliberate.
It was just a hack out of the air. Just a hack out of the air.
Correctly described as a hack out of the air. Skill error. So we'll have a ball in the same spot.
Got to watch.
Adam, Brody, thank you.
Got to watch Phillips here at this stoppage. They didn't put any time into him. Grundy just far too easy the last time.
This one pounded to the front. Canelio went to ground. Adams unable to clear the footy out of there, but numbers with Collingwood sire. High ball forward. Hoskin Elliott's dangerous in the air. Haynes has got a spoil from behind. Really didn't get much of the ball. Reid, and happy to see it over.
Okay.
Adam! Thank you.
Big Collingwood crowd in full voice, and they'll be enjoying the efforts of their side. Prelim final, the Tigers next Friday night for the victor. Grundy was sensational again, Richo. I know there's some concerns around their setup, the Giants, in the last couple of throw-ins. They've got to fight hard here defensively. Lots of numbers around up by letting it go for a while.
They're putting no time at all into Phillips, and you've got Tomlinson in the ruck. He's just been sitting off defensive side of these stoppages twice.
Grundy's becoming a real force in this game. Canelio steps around Phillips, did that well. And then to the outer side, look at Delineo's hands. They've always been fantastic. Full pace, he hit that footy. To the man just mentioned by Richo, Jacob Hopper. A little bit of uncontested ball now. Good ball, Whitfield. Canelio, thumping handball. De Boer, Shield. Bounces it to Green. Green around the body. Himmelberg just probably tried to be too clever. Get it on to Taranto, who's now got work to do against a very good opponent. And the ball goes out.
You've got to take possession of the ball here. Tried to be a little bit too clever, Himmelberg. Had a 2-on-1 here. Time to gather that and handball it, I reckon.
They're not required that in a final, Richo. With you take the contact and you understand what he was trying to do, but side bottom becoming a real factor. Disposal number 11. Big Mason. Haynes got a piece of the footy. Handball from Hoskin Elliott was a little too sharp. Now a good tackle from behind. The umpire let it go. Varco got some run out wide. The hard-running Phillips. He's going to take off. Pushing up at it to go. Too quick for Buntime. Got off him with a bit of ease there. Back to Phillips. Phillips floats one to a one-on-one. Keefe stands up. Sliding back in. Was it dragged under? The umpire says let it go, and opportunity now for Kennedy.
Just has a bounce, which is adventurous, and then just goes to a 3-on-1. Their exiting defensive 50 kicking has been horrendous. Adams back to Greenwood, who's just going to punch it high. Hoskin Elliott, the only one looking likely. It's punched, I should say, away from him. Another entry for the Magpies. They've had one after another. Side bottom, what can he do on the left? It ends up falling for Big Mason. He just can't handle the footy. And the Giants get it out of play.
This here, Dylan Shield. The umpire was right in front of that. Shield's looking at the umpire. I'm not sure why that wasn't paid. Didn't dispose of it.
I feel like the Magpies have steadied again here. They They've had a number of opportunities. Grundy's a big problem at the moment for GWS. Touch play onto the call. Griffin. He is giving away a free kick. Just a little clumsy. And Josh Thomas kicked the first 2 goals of this final, and he's going back with an opportunity. Decides just to pop it to the dangerous zone. Keith worked off it. Cox has been good. Gets back down. Barco, he'll surely do something from here. Phillips has got time. Went with the right foot and missed.
Lockie Whitfield has got to start putting a bit of time into Phillips. Just far too much space inside their forward 50.
They're playing wide of each other, aren't they, Richo, where Phillips is able to set up behind the ball for Collingwood. Whitfield wants to do the same, but at the moment, Phillips is having more influence. He would have loved to have finished that one, though.
Williams to himself. Now long down the line. Cameron jumps early. Langdon did well. Gets it back now, but he draws a real crowd. Holding the ball, no high contact.
Let him go! Let him go!
So,
Free kick.
Zach Langdon.
Do it wide. Thank you. Fine.
Saw one of those with Maine in the first term. When you take on the tackler, Richo, your prior's gone almost. I know you've still got to tackle properly. High ball down the line. Himmelberg in from the side. What sort of a game's Grundy playing? Picks it up, gets it to Greenwood. Greenwood now to Pendlebury, back to Greenwood. The pressure comes from the Giants. Long ball down the line. Cameron hands to it. That's a good mark.
And, I thought he was going to pay 50 there, little Ray, but went short. They need to get Jeremy Cameron fired up and into this game as well. Defensive structure for the Magpies is in good order here. Down the line, Goldsack. Timely fist. Side bottom. It's been fantastic tonight. Look at that, Brodie Grundy. Just the work rate, the ground he covers, and he's become a very complete big man.
Forward 50 stoppage, GWS. Shield, a very good player. Release the footy. Hopper on the up to De Boer. Gang tackled. Little dribbler. Griffin goes and gets it. He gets gang tackled. Reid then gets ripped into the ground. The tackling's so impressive. All up.
Thank you very much. Ruckman.
No room to breathe if you're wearing the Giants jumper. Hopper. Sire now. He's spun in the tackle. Griffin goes and gets it. Canelio's been fantastic. Around the body, ball, it works. Himmelberg will kick a goal. 3 in a row, Giants.
That was just hard work. Hopper again was involved at the coalface. Nothing pretty about his game, Hopper. It's all just contested footy. But he's the one that's got them going around the footy. And Himmelberg has had a good quarter as well. He's just got really good movement. We saw it again there in that marking contest. He read that sloppy hat kick forward better. And he's so nimble at ground level.
They just found a way here, the Giants. Hopper involved again, just a little scrubby one. Great pressure, ending up with the Himmelberg goal. A quick update from the bench as well. Phil Davis back on the ground for the Giants, which is good news. Bad news, though, Toby Green has gone down the roof with an ankle complaint.
We'll follow that one with interest as well, Lingy. Thanks for the update. Magpies have got a chance at half forward. Hoskin Elliott surged it forward. It's a good option. Myercheck. Lockie Keith has been his marker. Treloar, normally good in this situation. Can they get one back? Adam Treloar just explaining to a teammate why he had to have a shot. Scotty Pendlebury thought that the handball was the better option. There's Toby Green.
Yeah, just appeared from out of the race, going through a little bit of a warm-up there. That's good signs. He looks good there.
Kennedy to Davis and then got it back. He goes wide for lob. His hand's normally pretty good. He couldn't hang on to that, but he's got support. Ground level with Shield. Handball to Whitfield, who just went without it. Griffin went and found the footy. Aish found him. It comes off the face of Lockie Whitfield and goes over the line.
Yeah, Lingy, Toby Green did miss 11 weeks with that foot injury this year. Is it the same one?
Can't tell, Richo. He looks really good now running back out onto the ground. So that maybe just got a re-strapping, got it all fixed up, but he's running fine.
To the front, Shield just walks through. and then bounces it into the path of Cameron. It gets through his hands. Himmelberg dangerous at the back. Greenwood gets in and out of a tackle. Released it. No.
Throw.
It's played against for a throw.
Just here. To Brett.
And Deledio just outside 50 has the footy. The Army not happy. Brett Deledio. Green, Cameron, out of play.
And they have good reason not to be happy about that. Well, they pay, certainly the first one was a handball. You can see Jack Crisby cannot believe it. And Mason Cox now in the ruck. Greenwood slapped it forward. Langdon handball intercepted. Toby Green can't find a way into this game so far. Phil Davis has pushed up. Sire in front, had some support from behind, but Shield in the way. Will it fall? The right spot. De Boer's a chance. Toby Green, boot to ball, sliding across the face of goal, and they'll load up again here, the Giants.
Could have been paid to De Boer there, high on Langdon. Gee, their tackle pressure has gone up this quarter, the GWS Giants. It's like they needed 30 minutes to warm up into this game. Total opposite to the first quarter.
It's only about 4 degrees, Richo, so maybe you've stumbled across something. Back into the path of Phillips. He just goes to Varco. It's punched comfortably away from him.
It just wasn't a finals type atmosphere in that first quarter. It was a bit of circle work. Collingwood dominated, didn't put it on the scoreboard. And how often does this happen in football? When you don't convert, take your opportunities when they're there. The Pies should have been 5 or 6 goals up at quarter time.
Tomlinson, well tackled by Cox. Will be handed to the umpire.
Thank you. Mason, Rory.
Crowd starting to get nice and restless. Cal Ward got it through. Taranto didn't get his little toe poker through. Main now falls on top of the footy and we'll have another stoppage.
71,758 in the house, and imagine about 99% of that are black and white, and they are right in this game. Taylor Adams has been bundled over the line.
Let's have a look at the Telstra tracker for this quarter. Distance covered, and Tom Phillips the leader for Collingwood, but 4 of the top 5 are GWS players, and just got their game going in the second quarter, lifted their work rate.
Been a good response this from the Giants. Taranto hacked it off the ground, going back to the flight. That's a good mark, James H.
Toby, let him up.
They managed to keep Toby Green very quiet in this first half, the Collingwood Footy Club. Aish gets unloaded as he kicks. No free. To the back, lob went and found it. Sends it straight back to Aish, who just can't control a really difficult ball. And it goes over. This is what the crowd are talking about. Just a body check late.
Do not give it away, Taylor. Taylor, leave it.
So they've had it parked inside their forward half now for a while. Huge numbers around this ball. Ball held into the skipper Pendlebury, and we'll have another ball on.
Lob and Cox again. This one ricocheted out. Oh, beautifully done. Deledio, little slick handball. Whitfield bending to the goal square. Jezza Cameron. They are coming after Toby Green tonight.
Yeah, just watch this though. If Taylor Adams didn't quite get the perfect angle on that one, but if Taylor Adams had connected with that one, he wouldn't be playing in a prelim final next week. Got to cut that out.
Griffin. Deledio's been outstanding. Williams just couldn't get boot to ball. Shield went without the footy. It gets out of there. Himmelberg, Davis, nice little touch to Whitfield. Reid from outside of the arc. Cameron to fly. Just has to defensively fist. Phillips worried out of it. Deledio just misses.
Getting a lot of stoppages now in their forward 50. The Giants scored 6 goals, 7 last week from stoppages. They keep getting them, they'll eventually score. Very dangerous most of the year in this position.
Well, I thought Brett Delidio's year might have been over with another soft tissue injury. He's playing a big final here. Taranto keeps it alive. Coming back, Chris Phillips has worked really hard. This is a big one-on-one contest. Stevenson and Reed.
Rory, Mason, Toby.
It's an open hand. I know you say that it's a hard game, but we've just seen accidents can happen in games, and if Taylor Adams had have accidentally got him, well, it could do some damage. So you just don't want to be doing that at any time of the season, but certainly when you've got a preliminary final on the line next week.
Whitfield award. De Boer's got to hang under it. Well done. Levi Greenwood took a really good contested mark.
They've slowed them down. Like in this situation in the first quarter, Collingwood were able to play on quickly, get the ball moving quickly, and had to go sideways and backwards there now.
Normally wants to bite off something pretty safe, Levi, and he did. Phillips just long down the line. Cox got a couple of beat in the air. He got rid of lob, but Williams is able to just poke it through. Adams' hands were good. Pendlebury steps around and then kicks a high one to centre half forward. In from the side, Stevenson just couldn't hang on. Hoskin Elliott, Treloar, side bottom, finds room out of nowhere, and then kicks a tumbler out in front of Crisp. Crisp, Howe. Howe goes, look at this man come at the footy. Jordan De Goey.
He's just
puts distance on his man.
Got too much pace, hasn't he? When he gets space in front of him to lead into, just puts metres on Bunteen.
3 goals, 9. They have kicked on the night, Collingwood, so they need one of these to go through. Look at that. Just explosive pace, Richo.
Draws away from him easily.
So Jordan De Goey from outside of the arc, and he has pulled that badly to the left. It's out in the full.
Matty Buntine's going to have a little spell. That's the matchup I think Collingwood would really want to manufacture more of. Jordan De Goey looks incredibly dangerous in that one-on-one situation. Here's Whitfield now. Lob out the back, Goldsack taken off it by Griffin. Chance now for Toby Green to get involved. Little wedge was okay. Delidio has had a lot of the ball.
That was a smart kick by Green. They're the sort of things he can do.
This is disposal number 14 for Brett Delidio to Taranto.
To expose that De Goey matchup, though, Collingwood need quick ball movement, and they just haven't been able to get that going this quarter.
Down the line, big Grundy's amongst that pack. Oh, Rory Long from nowhere. That's a big contested mark.
Just here, lads.
Just exactly what they needed. Good grab.
That's just his height. It's a huge man lob. 207 centimetres.
He's right on it there, Rory.
He's had a tough night tracking Brodie Grundy around, but if you can go forward and do that and convert with 35 seconds until half-time, Rory Long, he kicks it. That's 4 straight for the Giants. Oh, a big moment in the game, that one. The big ruckman who's probably had his colours lowered to Brodie Grundy stands up and takes a big marking goal.
A couple of goals, though, would even that ledger up. I think he sees himself more as a forward, as a footballer. He's playing ruck because of the injury to Simpson at the moment, but I think Rory Lobb, in a perfect world, would like to play forward.
These are Leo Barry numbers in the air. Feels like it's about 40 people flying for that mark. So
similar part of the ground too, JB, down there.
Absolutely. They've done well to drag themselves back into this GWS. They've kicked 4 in a row. Their big midfielders have really gone to work.
And they've got the clearance game going.
Taranto. Here comes Varco. Side bottom as well. Varco, look at that. Lob able to just off a step, but gets it straight to Crisp.
Can they get a mark? There's time for another score here. Coming out Haynes, lob back. De Goey boots a ball on the siren. Jordan De Goey scores. And there's a bit going on here. They're coming from everywhere. This has got all in brawl all over it. De Goey wants a piece of lob. Players are coming everywhere. It is a genuine all-in scrap. You want to be careful here, but players, bodies, arms.
Thank you, buddy. Let it go now, to your huddles. Let it go.
Umpires doing their best to disperse it, JB, but there's a bit of heat in this one.
Let it go.
No doubt about that. Look at this.
Still going.
We haven't seen this sort of stuff for a while. Half-time at the MCG, and there are some boys that are talking some trash. Look at this.
It's good stuff. You gotta love this. Big final at the MCG. It is game on. The Magpies lead it by 7 points here at halftime.